You recognize this place? Well, it's probably in the title, of course. I'm Chris. I've done a couple of these videos before. If you've been on my channel for a while, you'll notice I have a lot of videos of my critters. I used to be just called Arachnowolf Lives, but I'm changing the name, put Chris, and then put Arachnowolf between two little hyphens because it wouldn't let me do parentheses. So yeah, I'm here back at Bean Bottom's Nature Preserve, and this is actually going the opposite way I took last time. We took that way last time, that way, the other pathway, and this is just going the opposite way. There was an area I skipped because it was later in the day, and I am using the camera you're viewing through right now. Let me get a picture of this up here whilst I talk. The camera you're viewing through right now is the one I've had since Christmas of 2011. And Friday night I got it caught. I've dropped this camera, by the way, so many times. And it's been on cement in the ground and floors and in puddles of water, and even in the river once. Well, the shutter button, it fell, I guess, right on the shutter button, and it doesn't work anymore. But the video still works, so there's a plus. Trying to get a picture of a dragonfly, that's all. Where'd you go, little dragonfly? Guess he flew off. Dragonflies are pretty shy, but if you follow my DeviantArt account, you'll notice some dragonfly photos. There's older ones of one sitting on my brother, and there's one I got not too long ago, one I got to get up on my hand, which was really quite a magical experience for me. Anyway, let's take a look back at this beautiful nature here instead of me talking. We'll talk as we go along or whatever. So, last time I came here was early spring, and this was not green. It was brown, and it was all water on both sides of the boardwalk and underneath, of course. That seems kind of silly to say, but I said it anyway. So this it was also a very cloudy day, and when I first got here it was kind of cloudy, but now the sun's come out, and I guess it's supposed to be cloudy off and on today. There's also supposedly a 20% chance of rain, which doesn't mean much, just means I will throw my cameras in my bag if I need to. And so this video is probably going to be in parts, to be honest with you, because otherwise it's going to run too long. I don't really know how long I'll let the first one run, but I'm going to try not to make it too long for y'all. So lovely out here. Now let me tell you though, when I first walked in, and you walk through just a young wood area because they're younger trees, literally just swarmed with mosquitoes. And I kind of tried to jog through part of that to get past mosquitoes. Once you got onto the boardwalk, not right away, but once you got onto it and into the sunshine, the mosquitoes disappeared. And it's not to say they won't be back here and further in the trees, where there are more swampish land, wetland areas, that might happen. So I got to avoid that. I remembered about everything I needed. I got extra batteries for my camera, I got snacks, I got water. I didn't get mosquito spray. It's the one thing I kind of got. So that's my bad. By the way, look at my shoes. You can get these wet and they'll dry out really fast. This would be toe shoes. They're not like all toe shoes, but they work well for me. I like them. Sorry, there's a lot of background cleaning noises. That's my other camera. Try not to let it make so much noise. Oops, just found a rotten board. They've had been slowly replacing board by board in here whenever they find rotten boards. I don't know how, if this is something you're supposed to report, or like someone comes out here and checks this out every so often. Don't really know. Let's take another photo here. Or a couple, rather. I like that scene over there. Yeah. Okay. Now, can't exactly remember how far this was. This is actually about a 3-mile hike, if I remember right. Not entirely for sure. See, there's one of those replaced boards. This looks like a really pretty scene up here to get a photo of. If there's enough signal out here, I'll get one for Instagram as well. We'll see. And those green dragonflies again. Where'd Mr. Dragonfly go? A lot of little damselflies out here too. They're also really quick and kind of hard to capture. We get a little darker in here, aren't we? Back into the wooded areas, or possibly there might be more mosquitoes. We'll find out in a second. Well, the tree goes over here, a nice bump with the roots underneath. Yeah, this was all water last time. Soggy, actually, I think, on this side. Not so much water, if I remember right. You can go back and look at part 1 and 2 of, I think it was episode 2. And I don't think I've actually done an episode 3. I was planning on an episode 3 for quite some time. Look at this big old tree. I mean, really. Look at that. Such a beautiful tree. Let's get some photos of that. All right. Yeah, here's a place where I think the water was thicker. The overrun of the creek, I believe, was here. Now it's just mud. We were going through the longest time throughout, like, I swear, all of early summer we were just getting rain. And I figured this place probably was rather flooded when that happened. So nice out here. I love seeing all the greenery, but I also love seeing the bare trees. There's just something about looking at all those bare trees. And I guess if this becomes an annoying thing in the video where I'm clicking the camera shutter with the other camera, I guess you can let me know. But I mean, there's not really much I can do about it. I don't have, I lost my editing program. I recently had my computer wiped out of everything because of a virus I had. Yep, here's more mosquitoes again. And it took away my editing program, and I cannot get anything back on the computer. It says it won't do that anymore. There's some kind of corruption with that. And my brother did put a free program on there for me. Oh, that's really loose. And but it doesn't seem to do me too much good. There's a nice little rest here, but I don't think you want to stop too much with the mosquitoes. So we're just going to continue on our way. And I've discovered mosquitoes are a lot more where the trees are and not the water. They love being in the trees. It's the same in our yard. The mosquitoes are all in the trees and the bushes, and if you cut them down, there's not so many. So there's a little tip for you people out there. Really just love it out here. It's kind of just completely magical to me. I mean, look at this. Just got a mosquito up the nose, by the way. That was, look at all these gnats. See these gnats on my hand? Maybe it wasn't mosquito, maybe it was these gnats. But I still feel like I'm getting bit, so I know there's mosquitoes out here too. And maybe not just mosquitoes. I had other little bugs bite me the other night as well. Just continue our walk. If I don't talk, it's because of all the bugs. Try not to talk. That's okay, you don't need to hear me talk all the time, do you? So nice out here. I suppose there's a lot of leopard frogs. I thought I saw a northern leopard frog right there. Got a photo of it. I didn't find it for sure lately. There's a lot of at Muscatatuck Wildlife Refuge, which you've seen in some of my videos. There are a lot of plains leopard frogs. We're supposed to have northern and plains in Indiana, and I thought we were supposed to have more northern, but I've just seen so many more plains leopard. By the way, there goes a bugger. By the way, for anyone wondering where this is in Elletsville, Indiana. You put in the physical address instead of the P.O. box that's in the hiking book I have. Just look up Bean Blossom Bottom Nature Preserve on your GPS, and it should find it. Dry creek bed here. It's really easy to find once it's in your GPS. You don't lose signal out here where you can't find it, so even though it's kind of like way out in the middle of nowhere almost, it feels like, which is what I love. Sorry if you heard that real loud. Gnats everywhere. The bent up board, definitely, this is all starting to rot in here, you can tell. Recently dried. There's some prints down there. Probably raccoon. Don't think this was the same creek I was intending to shoot last time. Maybe it is. Well, I think the other creek had a railing on it or something. Getting bit by mosquitoes as I stand here and get photographs. So, let's move along. I'm guessing they like my sweat and stuff, you know? Oh, there's a butterfly. There's many. It's going to show you these pretty red flowers here. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I don't know if I can get a good photo, honestly. It's not showing up right on the camera. This is Mother's camera, and hers is a little, I swear it's different than mine. Oh look, this one in the shade might be better to photograph. I'm going to step off the path here. I don't think that's actually supposed to be a thing you can do, but I'm doing it. Oh, there was the tiniest little frog. The tiniest little frog. Where did you go, little tiny frog? I want to show you this tiny frog. He had a green back. Maybe think he was like a small, tiny leopard frog. But I think they come out a little bit bigger, like the bullfrog does. Oh my goodness, where did he go? He was so tiny and cute. He was just hopping across this boardwalk. Maybe if we keep an eye on this boardwalk, we'll find some more tiny little frogs. Let's keep up looking. There might be even snakes on here. Get lucky and find some snakes. Of course, you know, I would love to find snakes. This video was, actually not as long as I thought it was already. This camera actually, I don't know, it's different than mine a little bit. I can tell with the way it shoots. Not the one I'm videoing with, I'm talking about. This other one here, it was my mother's camera. I don't know if I said that, but it's just when she had, it's a slight model up, but it does pretty much everything this one does, except now this one doesn't take photos that you're viewing through, like I've said, and it just seems to not take as good photos. I don't know why, but I mean, I know how to change the setting if I need to. I'm actually going to try something right now with the camera. See how well I like doing certain things. No, we don't want that. So many gnats. I'm just covered in gnats. They must really love my sweat. There's another little creek bed runoff area. Let's try to find another tiny frog, huh? That was the cutest thing I saw back there. But, you know, one jump and they camouflage extremely well, and you don't really want to stress them out too much. Nor do you really want to pick them up. The oil in your hands can kill the smaller frogs quite quickly. I'm just walking slowly along, looking for critters on the boardwalk and all. Whew, that's another loose board. There's a replaced one there. We'll sit right on that replaced board. Thought I saw another frog. But there's just also a lot of little bugs on this boardwalk too, including the ones trying to eat my flesh. There's a cricket. That probably is what I just saw back there. It was a little cricket. A little tiny spider that probably got away already. It's getting a little darker back in here. I feel these little gnats biting me. I'm not going to let it worry me too much. I'll just wash up really well later. Another tree that's got the root underneath the boardwalk. So, don't really know what I was going to say there. Probably nothing. Just showing that. Looking for little frogs. I think I found a mosquito horde again. About 100% certain I did. I don't really want to run on this thing. If I start running, it might just break on me and I might get injured, and that would be no fun. For anyone that heard that, I did just get another bug up my nose. It seems to be a common thing here. Okay, here comes the bridge I was thinking of. Over the creek that was very full this spring, but so dry up here even. Well, this is the spot I was going to take photos at anyway. Water or no water. Well, this looks kind of cool. I like this. I'm getting eaten up by mosquitoes. Eaten up by mosquitoes. This was completely full of water last time. And I don't think there were this many trees down, honestly. Thinking about which way I came and which way I took photos at is kind of hard to remember. I need to keep moving. These mosquitoes love me. We're coming up to a junction here soonish. Oh my god, this video is going way too long. I'm sorry. You've seen a lot, huh? Why don't we stop this right here and make this part 1, because this is really too long of a video. It's about, what, 20 minutes already? Yeah, really nice out here except for mosquitoes. Wear mosquito spray. Something I forgot. The water tinny are coarse in early spring, and there was a slight icy snow last time I came here. Whew. You will swallow bugs too. Mosquitoes, gnats, whatever. Okay, we'll see you guys in part 2.